Lord of the Flies is one of the few books that I was, well, that in 1984 was the only two books that I was told to read in class in grade school or whatever that was any good.
Right.
I hated Jane Eyre.
Yeah, it's only a good person.
I think it was something where I said, all right, if I just read 50 pages a day, I'll be able to get through it. And I honestly couldn't tell you what I had read because I
Didn't like it.
couldn't do it. But Lord of the Flies, and I like 1984.
There's a Japanese film about Lord of the Flies, which is not called Lord of the Flies.
There
It's
was-
about the slaughter of the schoolgirls and schoolboys. Remember? I have seen that.
Well, I know that they ended up doing a movie like in the 50s or something
They did
of Lord
black
of the
and white
Flies.
movie of Lord of the Flies.
And it was very good.
Yeah.
And then they redid it in the 80s, and I just saw a little scrap of it and it's in color, and I'm like, I'm not watching that. It is going to be
Black and
garbage. I
white.
know it is. But I thought I would share a couple poems from this mini book from, at least in 2014, called Part of My Pain. There's a poem in here titled that. That's why it's called that. It's got things from assorted shows. My mind's blown seeing all these pictures of me doing things in shows. But I thought I would, for the heck of it, read poems in reverse order. I just marked a bunch. I'm just going to start from the back and work forward. So we'll see how these go. This first one is called Good Escape. I sit around here waiting for you. That's all I do, wait for you. When you turn me on, all I want is to make you happy. But you need to take control. You need to let me know what you want from me. What do you want to see in me? Do I have something somewhere inside of me to clear your mind of your troubles? I know you must have a lot on your mind, and I hope I'm a good escape for you, because I'm here waiting whenever you need me. Whenever you want a chance to escape again, I'll be here for you. That was a poem about a television set.
This is good.
I was asked to do something about book titles at a underground Chicago theater, and all of these things that are in bold are titles and things from other books.
Okay.
So this is called In These Times. It won't make any sense to you because you don't know that. It's called In These Times. In these times, have you learned to enjoy yourself under this cover when everything is only people versus empire? In these times, I only think of something that doesn't ever help. With my altered ink, in these times, my thoughts are in a stream. You want another story? Well, in these times, they'll tell you it's only good medication, good medicine. But in these times, I'm not just another pretty face. And I'm glad I look like a terrorist. These other voices give me one part honor, but more importantly, proof I exist. In these times, it is no longer yesterday when I was younger. I needed the slate to keep me strong. I needed the marrow coursing through me. I needed it.
Wow.
In these times.
Yeah.
We'll see how these go. This one's called the appropriately titled Part of My Pain. I'll read Part of My Pain for you. I've been trying so hard to be the most perfect, but I'm putting myself through hell for it. Consider it war paint that leaves me scarred. Your insides are smeared around my eyes almost daily. So, yeah, you've also been a part of my pain. This pain has now taught me to believe in inflicting pain as much as I apparently believe in receiving it. I like taking a small, sharp blade to you every once in a while. See, you have to be ready to hurt me more later. So although I'm acutely aware of this pain I go through, don't you think for a second that I can't give it out, what I already take.
Yeah.
That's about an eyeliner pencil. I happen to have blue around my eyes today. I'll take a blade to you because,
Personified it.
Well, I figured I'll do a whole series of these, so let's see what this one is. Okay, this is called Now That You Got Me. I'm really getting a little pissed at this lack of attention I've been getting from you. I mean, I know you talked about how you needed me in your life, how you needed me around more to make this place, something we now share, look more homey, make it look like it's something that belongs here together. But now that you got me, you barely pay any attention to me at all. I've been getting so depressing now. I think I'm going to wallow in liquor, but you only occasionally bring me the drink I need. I often feel parched to my veins, but no one hears my screams and no one comes to help me when I need it most. I've only become an afterthought to you now. I thank you for your occasional effort, but you know how I like to hang out in the sun, and I think it's cute when you try to take care of me and then clean me off when I'm exhausted. But maybe I wouldn't seem to be on edge like that all the time if you cared about me a little more often. And the thing is, I'm feeling that you need me, sensing your breath. It gives me life, it gives me hope, and I hate that my depression, my dependence on you is so basic and banal, but it seems like I'm a groupie here, and no, I'm not a stalker, because I wait for you to make your move on me, but I need you to make that move. I really need you to be there for me. I think I might die. You said that you wanted me to bring some life to your existence, and I think in a way we're both somehow dependent on each other. Please, you don't hear me when I beg, but maybe we can somehow both bring a little more life into each other once more.
What was that?
A houseplant.
Oh, I never thought of that.
It's oxygen, and you have to water it, so yeah. So that was that one. These are fun to do. This is a poem about series. This one is called Ever Since You Got Me.
Okay.
Ever Since You Got Me. I've been hanging here ever since you got me, when the two of you were first happy. Every once in a while, one of you looks at me, reflects on what it was like, and I think you smile then. I sit here now, looking out at your world, seeing how you live now, and I wonder, because I don't think you notice it, but I see the changes of how you live now. I don't think you're unhappy. I can tell you're not really happy. But I don't think you're about to end your life or anything. But as I was saying, though I can't see much from where I'm at, I don't think you're unhappy, but you don't seem to have that same pep in your step. I think the both of you have just lost something. And I only know this because, well, look at me. I know what you looked like then. Your faces and your happiness is burned into me forever. The two of you holding hands there and beaming with happiness like the whole world's ahead of you. Wait, is that it? Is it that life is passing you by? I mean, I think I understand. I know I am fading with each passing year, but I think you two are walking around like you're drones now, going through the motions, not looking like life is in your hands, the way you did when you created me.
What is that?
That is a poem of a wedding photo.
Wow.
You think it might have been about a child? That's a
Yeah,
wedding. It's
it's
sitting there on the wall. It's like,
Yeah.
but look at me. I know what you were like then.
Yeah.
You have this happy photo, and what's happened? What's happened to you? That kind of thing.
Wow.
Okay. This one. These are shorter. This one's called "No, You Only Got Me." Pop, pop, pop. Sorry, I don't know what the poem's about, so I'm just doing that. This poem's called "No, You Only Got Me." You know you only got me because it seemed obvious when you really needed someone to hold on to. And I loved how you held me, how you were so infatuated with me, how you curled up with me, how you caressed me. I liked that, you know. But I have feelings too, and it was nice to give you something to lean on when you felt alone. But I've noticed that as more time has passed, you spent less time with me. And I think I know why. I think you've realized now that you know you only got me because I would only be a distraction. So you wouldn't think about being alone.
It's a pet.
It's a poem about a teddy bear.
Oh, okay.
I was like taking things like,
Yeah.
I was taking inanimate objects actually. I haven't done it about another person or make it sound like it is, but
Right.
but in light of that one, I had another one. This one's called Push Your Button. It's a short one. It's so easy. I only do this once to you. And then you get so hot. I know when I push your button. And it only takes me a minute or two before you come up for me instantaneously. I love what you do for me when I get you going. All I want to know is this. How much longer will how many years, how much more time, how many more times will we do this to each other? I didn't know that one. I was like, I'm like, that was a poem about a toaster.
Oh, never got.
I am going to do these. I'm gonna save the second to last for the last one. This is a short one called How People Interpret My Words. No, I'm not going to be a saint. No, I'll be gone and no one is going to remember me. And I'll tell you why. I've never relied on an incomplete mind to get my saintly visions. You see, people won't remember me because of my saintly visions, and it's not because I'm easily forgotten, because I'm not. But it's only because I'm not going to be a saint. The only reason is because you haven't taken my insane visions seriously. You know better. Because that's the only difference, you know, how people interpret my words. All right, I'm going to leave you one day on a happier note here for your ending piece. This one's called Observer's Love Poem. Maybe I'm not a writer. Maybe I'm not an artist. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I'm an observer, like an astronomer looking out in the solar system, past the Kuiper belt, looking out in the universe, trying to understand what makes everything, everything. I traveled around the world, learning different histories, different cultures. I fly in airplanes. I jump from airplanes. I pilot airplanes, trying to get closer to the stars. Molecule by molecule, we originate from stardust. And I know we are all linked, our bodies formed by stardust. But outer space is a violent place. Violent explosions create the stars, and our Earth has earthquakes, avalanches, volcanoes, tsunamis, typhoons. And in all this madness, somehow, I've found you. And with you, I have walked along the tops of glaciers. With you, I have watched storms from near the Arctic Circle. With you, I've walked through the gates of Hitler's first concentration camp. With you, I have sailed from island to island, retracing the origin of species. I bought a balalaika for my guitarist in Russia. I've even held your hand at the Great Wall of China. As I've said before, I'm only an observer, and with these observations, I thee wed, because I will never let you go. I've seen galaxies collide, I've seen comets smash into planets, I've seen supernova and the death of stars, and in all of that, I still found you. As I said, I'm only an observer, but I found what I've been looking for. So I'll tighten my grip on your hand because I don't ever want to let you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's a happy, happy Jojo.
Happy, happy Jojo.